From the studios of the Sound Distillery in New York City, welcome to the Great American Shit Show. Two New Yorkers journey into the current state of American politics and some personal shit with Marion Fontana and Paul Reggio.
Welcome to the Great American Shit Show. I'm Paul Reggio.
And I'm Marion Fontana.
And we're back after a little hiatus that we didn't plan.
Yeah.
We had 2 snowstorms.
Yep.
And you had something in between.
I went on a writing retreat.
You went on a writing retreat?
Yes.
What, writers just retreat into something?
Yeah.
Aren't they? Didn't they
lock ourselves in a room and
I thought that was the gig
all
anyway.
work and no play makes
What? How was that?
It was interesting. I
Yeah?
mean, I won it on a raffle, so I had no idea what to expect.
Where'd you go? Where was it?
It was really in the middle of Vermont. Like we were on top of a mountain. There was nothing around. So it was in, I don't even remember.
Sounds terrifying,
I
actually.
know.
It was a little creepy.
Picturing little girls on tricycles down the hallway.
It felt a little like that. No, it definitely did.
I'm so glad you said tricycles on the hallway because I didn't know where you were
Red
going.
room.
I'm
Red
picturing
room.
little girls.
Red room.
Well, I was going to follow it up and a pig face giving somebody a blowjob.
Oh!
Sorry.
Welcome back.
No, it definitely had that feel. It also felt a little like Get Out.
That's
You
also
know,
from the
a
movie.
little- you know.
I didn't see Get Out.
Oh, yeah, see, it's so
I've
good.
seen it.
Okay, as soon as I saw the trailer
Uh-huh.
and the African American guy is sitting there and he can't move and he's crying, I'm like, that's not for me.
No, it's
Yeah, I'm
so good.
I'm not into that sort of thing.
It's so good. No, and I hate scary movies.
Really?
I do, but it's got a great combination of dark, funny, and scary, and it should have won
I
more
just think
awards. It was
you're
brilliant.
getting dark, fun, and scary.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
am I.
totally
I'm just
am.
bitter as fuck.
Well, and that's what my friend said when we got to this bizarre retreat where my car skid the whole way there. There was snowstorms. It really was. We were really in the middle of nowhere. And I got all the way to the front of their house and went into a skid. And I just jumped out of the car and I'm like, I'm not parking it. Because
car's still moving.
I white knuckled it all the way there. I was so stressed out. And we get there.
That's a
and-
great way to start
yeah,
writing.
And then we start, they have a cocktail hour.
Oh, good.
They have a 4-course dinner. I gained like 10 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Was the
see
food
it.
good?
The food was excellent and it was great, except it was a little weird.
Wow.
And my friend was like, I can't tell if this is really cool or a cult.
There is a fine line.
It's a fine line.
There's a
So-
very fine line
Yep.
between cool and a cult.
yeah,
Yep.
it was a little weird, but
And how have you been?
I've been okay.
everyone's miserable. They're
You know,
trying
honestly-
to pretend they're not.
It's okay. So here was the deal. We're in New York, and we had another nor'easter yesterday. So we usually
3 in a row.
record
On the
on
first
a
day of
Wednesday.
spring.
Second day of
Right.
spring.
Was it the second day?
It was the second day of
Oh,
spring.
okay. I thought it was the
Really not
first.
paying attention.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's spring. It's the
Spring.
point.
It's spring.
Supposed to be
There might have been some
fucking
hail on
And
the
crocuses.
then-
first day.
So they said, okay, we're going to get 12 to 16 inches of snow. So we were like, we got to
That's what
cancel.
he
We got to
said.
cancel. We got to. But like the first, I don't know, 8 hours of it, it snowed and it just stayed like this much on the ground.
Right.
So I was pissed that it was snowing, and I was pissed that it wasn't like bigger.
You're just pissed.
I was just
We're from
pissed.
New York. We get pissed
I
about
was like,
everything.
God damn it, it's going to snow.
Well, my-
God damn it, it's not snowing enough.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's melting. I'm not shoveling that.
Well, you
It's
know, my
not-
friend from Maine totally laughed at us because
Really?
she got stuck here an extra day because of the nor'easter, and she's
Oh.
like, "Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Like this is so lame compared
Yeah,
to
she
what we
liked
get."
tunnels to go to the
Yeah,
store.
exactly.
We used to drive to the packy store.
Exactly.
Well,
Do
I
people here
swear-
use package stores?
No,
No.
It's a liquor
No.
store, in case
it's
anyone's
right.
interested.
I love Maine that way.
I-
Nobody speaks the way we
It's
do.
funny. My daughter went to school in Vermont, and
Yeah.
Sam is up in Syracuse.
Right.
And when it's freezing, now they come home and it's freezing here. They're like walking with their jackets on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Like, oh,
You
wow, I'm
have to-
really used to it. I'm like, it's 2 degrees.
I know.
Like, why are you used to this?
I'm not like that at all. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like turning into one of those people that's like, it's freezing in here, and I turn up the heat to 80. I'm gonna be one of those people.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you glad we're back?
Yay! We're back. It's so much
So,
news. Oh
and
my
I've
God.
discovered that we've all been hacked by Facebook.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting about Facebook is Zuckerberg was surprised that companies misused our
Can you-
information.
well, he's 30 or something.
But basically, their whole promise to advertisers is you get the information of 2 billion people. Gosh, I don't know what could go wrong there.
yeah,
Right?
really.
And let's not put any safeguards on.
Yeah,
it.
none.
Seemingly.
None. So
Well,
we
they
were
said they
hacked.
have a little piece of paper you're supposed to read.
Yeah. Oh well, you read the thing.
The
and
thing, the terms. and
yeah,
the
they're gonna make
agreement.
they're gonna make
We
the
all
terms.
read those,
Yeah,
right?
they're gonna make the terms more strict.
Yeah. Yeah.
People like Nix and Bannon must have been like, "Oh my God, can you believe this?"
Well, Bannon started the whole. Like
Bannon
he brought,
started it.
he
yeah.
and the
brought-
Mercers.
He brought Cambridge Analytica into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the videos of the guys like saying like, "Well, we do everything." That's bullshit. That's salesmanship, and I get that.
Right.
But they really did. I mean, this was like a deep, dark hacking.
It was because
And-
they said they were using that quiz. It started with a quiz.
That's right. Never do a quiz on Facebook.
Never
I
do
think
a
it was
quiz on
all
Facebook.
of those quizzes.
All
you
of
know,
those
like,
quizzes.
what
Right.
fruit are you?
Right.
Oh, I'm an apple.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
Yeah.
You're
You
gonna,
know?
yeah.
Eleanor
exactly.
Rigby. Okay,
Which
he hates
Beatle-
women.
Which
What
Beatle are
ugly,
you?
what
you
ugly
know?
artist from the past do you look like?
Yeah.
I always
and
get
they
some
were
really
and
ugly
they
person.
were a rage on Facebook
Yeah.
prior to the election.
They really
Exactly.
were.
Everybody was doing it.
I
No,
didn't
but
ever
they-
do one.
I didn't either.
But they
Never did.
said it was based on Cambridge's, practice of using these quizzes that they said determine things better than you can determine a romance, and that it was so specific. But they lied and said they were using it for academic research, and that's what's really disturbing
See,
to me. That
why
they
can't
full
they
on
do-
lied?
Why can't they use it for good?
Yeah, right.
That's like it's like it's like the evil person. It's like if you only were doing this for good,
Right.
Yeah.
but they're not. They're just scumbags.
right.
But why? I mean, what are they going to do with the fact that, like, I look like Marie Antoinette? I mean,
That obvious.
I don't even know what
You
they're
know
gonna
what?
do with
The
that.
scary thing is we don't even know
Yeah.
why they know that shit about us.
Right.
Like it's so deep seated.
Or how they applied it.
Yeah, there's
Right.
so many algorithms of like, but then they look at your traffic. I mean, you go on my Facebook page,
Mhm.
you don't have to be fucking Columbo to figure out that I'm a Democrat. I'm a progressive Democrat.
You think?
You know?
Really?
You know?
This is news to me.
And I curse a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I curse like a fucking sailor.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
No, I know, but I didn't even realize this, and I posted this the other day. I was hacked on Facebook,
That's right.
and
on
I
election day,
really
right?
thought it was just somebody playing some kind of hoax on me or whatever.
Mhm.
But 10 o'clock on election day, I'm coming back from voting.
Right.
And I put an I voted sticker on my head and I took a picture. I was like,
Aw,
I'm going to go home and wait for
that's
Hillary to
cute.
win. And then, so I got home and I went on Facebook and I found out I was locked out. And they were like unauthorized. I was like, how am I unauthorized from this?
Wow.
So I went, of course they have no phone number because you
Right.
can't reach an individual.
No.
So I went by and they sent me a thing saying that you posted pornography and you're shut down for 24 hours.
Wow.
And I said, I did not post pornography. This is not me. This is a mistake. And they were like, no, this is what happened, blah, 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 blah. I said, I want to see the picture that I posted.
Mhm.
And they sent me the picture. And it was, there's a picture, it's a famous picture of Melania Trump naked, laying on
I know
like
that one.
a pelt,
Fur, yeah.
a
Right.
fur pelt in an airplane.
Right.
And
That's exactly how I am on the plane.
yeah,
Well, first of all,
Business
do they
class.
know it's the
Yeah.
president's wife?
well, that's JetBlue.
JetBlue, you get to lie down on a pelt
That's Jet really blue.
for upgrade. Yeah, upgrade
So,
for that.
I see what
You
you
see
did
where I
there.
went with that?
Yeah.
That was very clever. She gave me that.
That
All of a
was good.
sudden, I turned into Shecky Green.
I know, right?
But no, seriously. So somebody posted that,
Right.
and they shut me down. I was shut down from posting from 10 a.m. on November 8th till 10 a.m. on November 9th. I could
Wow.
not. I could see everybody what everybody's posting. So
Wow.
about as Hillary
Being
is
locked out.
as Hillary is losing, people are like, where are you? Why aren't you? Oh, Paul must be killing himself. It's like that
Oh
kind of
my
thing.
god.
Yeah.
And I was like that. So then I didn't think twice about it until this Cambridge Analytica thing came out.
Right.
And now again, I'm nobody. So at best on Facebook, I didn't even have a Twitter
But how
account.
many people did they do that to?
Well, at best on Facebook, I was reaching with people, sending things and 5,000 people.
Wow.
But that's how deep they went.
Yeah.
That's how deep they went.
Yeah.
And that freaks me out. And they did
Does
it.
freak
And
me
algorithms
out.
would tell them that.
They did it with Facebook was complicit.
I know.
Absolutely complicit.
See, we've talked about this before because this Facebook thing's been going on, and now Europe is getting involved because they feel like the whole Brexit thing was a Facebook
Yeah.
It was.
thing.
It was all the same techniques.
All the same techniques.
All of them.
But
not
they
just
were,
on
I
Facebook.
can't remember the name of the two guys that did a little CNN tour when their book came out about how they defected from Facebook because they didn't agree with their practices. So,
Oh yeah. Well,
remember?
Vague memory. of
they,
that.
they were people that worked for Facebook.
Yeah, it was a
yeah.
couple of months ago. But
Yeah.
anyway, I wanna find them. I want to ask them to
One of the guys was
create-
on Lawrence O'Donnell last night.
Yes,
so yeah.
exactly. I want to find them. I want to ask them to create the same kind of thing as Facebook, but an ethical one, and move everybody over.
Right.
Because I don't think people are going to quit Facebook. It's just too.
Yeah.
It's nice to be
No, I
connected,
know.
and it's
I
a
know.
real.
It
You know,
is.
you have to offer them an alternative, or they're not going to leave.
I posted
and
a
let
thing
it hurt.
saying I'm thinking of leaving.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
saw
pissed.
you. Yeah.
You know, and then some people are like, "Well, do you really have friends on there?" And I mean, and I kind of had to say, "Well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, do you
I-
really have friends?
you know," because a lot of people they're just posting bullshit and looking at puppies and all that
Right.
sort of stuff, and I had to like kind of push back on them and say, "Yeah, I actually do.
I do.
grew
I have
up
all my
all
readers
over the world.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
friends
Right.
literally across the
I
globe.
have- I have
and that's
friends
the
that
only
I
way
did-
we stay in touch.
I have friends that I did theater gigs with 30 years ago
Yeah.
that I'd never see them or talk to them.
Exactly.
And,
I'm like,
you know-
I know the right thing to do would be to say fuck you to Mark Zuckerberg,
Right.
but I need to see my cousin's baby.
I know.
You know what I mean?
know.
Well,
And I'm not going to
that's the
drive out
question.
Long
this
Island.
is the devil's. This is the devil's
right. That's why we
contract. What's the
we-
expression?
Yeah, we
The
need
devil's-
to.
It's definitely not that.
Yeah, Kool Aid.
devil's- the
Swallow
devil's-
the Facebook
What is it, Nelly?
Kool Aid.
It's
the
the
devil's,
devil's.
bourbon. The
It's not-
bourbon.
I remember. Do you remember when Facebook first came out? I just still
Yes.
remember. It makes me laugh so hard. My mother wanted to get on it. She couldn't figure it, and it was right when.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when you leave Facebook.
Guess what she and by the way, she's friend requested me, and I won't respond.
I totally agree.
And we have 296 mutual friends.
Oh my god.
But I won't respond.
Wow. Wow.
I unfriended her.
So she sees all your shit anyway.
No, I unfriended her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Aiden
Did she get
disappeared,
bitchy with you?
Well, Aiden disappeared to Costa Rica. I couldn't reach him. He was with my brother, and he was supposed to be on a flight. He didn't show up. I didn't sleep for 2 days.
Wow.
I was freaking out, and the only thing I could think to do was to write to my brother and Aiden on Facebook, and it was actually pretty funny. It was like, "Dear Aloka," that's my brother's yoga name.
Oh, that
Aloka and
brother,
Aiden.
Her
I have
brother's
been
a-
waiting for blah blah blah.
Speaking
blah.
of cults, her
When
brother's
you're-
like a cult
when
leader.
you manage to pick up your self-involved heads from gazing in your belly buttons to notice that you missed a flight, and what you have a mother that paid for this whole thing, whatever. And then I wrote like this nasty, scathing call, basically like
Right.
call your fucking mother. And then I wrote namaste at the end. And guess what? My brother called me in 10 minutes.
Wow.
So my mother was so furious that I aired our private laundry on Facebook.
Oh.
got through.
It got
did?
through, and guess what?
Actually, that's pretty good.
It's good, right?
I think that's a good use.
I really there's
Calling
lots of,
out your relatives.
It has good uses.
It does.
That's why it's so freaking
but
popular.
then you can kind of screw up because my friend I thought it was my friend Carla Caruso's birthday, so I was like,
And it was
"I love
Enrico
you,
Caruso."
sweetie. I'm so glad you were born. You have the best ass." Like I was joking, and it was Carl Caruso who happened to read my book and friend me 2 years ago. So that was a
and
little
now wants
embarrassing.
to date you because you said you have a great ass.
Yeah, I was like, "Oops."
That can happen on any of the
I
like,
know.
texting, whatever.
No,
you
it
know.
can't. No, I don't.
Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot going on. So much happened.
There
I
is,
go
and-
away to the middle of nowhere and I come back. This happens all the time.
Amazing.
I gotta say, I have all these things, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
Well, maybe we should take a break.
Let's
and when
take a
we come
break,
back,
and we'll reshuffle.
we'll pull more hair out.
All right, we'll be back.
You have reached the Dictator's Hotline. Press 1 for Kim Jong-un. Press 2 for Rodrigo Duterte. Press 3 for Muammar Gaddafi. For Putin, press 4.
Hey, Vlad. Just wanted to say congratulations, dude. So glad you got to stay in the Dictators Club. P.S. It's getting a little messy in here. That Bob Mueller, he's finding everything. Sessions fired Andy last week, but awkward being it was the day before his birthday, 2 days before his retirement. So what? Then maybe you want to ixnay on the Oisenpay and blaming us for the poisoning? Vlad, come on. I don't poison people. I just tweet and fire them. Okay. Call me back about the prostitute spray Ying Pei on email. That was a wild keg party, Vlad. Send me the Vine video. Okay. Talk to you soon.
You have reached fired Trump employees. For Rex Tillerson, press 1. For John McEntee, press 2. For Hope Hicks, press 3. For Steve Bannon, press 4. You know what? Just press the first 3 letters of the person's last name.
Hey, Sean, it's Sarah Huckabee. So jealous that you were working in the private sector. I haven't had a day off since Trump went to China, and we all know how well that went. Tariffs, tariffs, tariffs. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi and get the name of your headhunter. I'm sure I'll be out next. We're dropping like flies if you haven't heard. Trump's lawyer just quit today. I'm tired of lying. If I were Pinocchio, my nose would reach California by now. Let's grab a drink soon, okay? Welcome back to the Great American Shit Show. I'm Marion Fontana, but
And I'm Paul Reggio. And
We
we're
know
going to.
that.
Did we say we're going to
we
stop?
were going to
doing
stop
that?
that, but we can't help ourselves.
We can't help ourselves.
We really can't.
I come home and I'm like, hi, I'm home. I'm Paul Reggio.
I know, exactly. I do that to my door.
This is Ben
'cause
Reggio.
I don't live with
There's
anyone.
Ben and Nellie's back with us.
Yay, Nelly.
Yay.
Nellie's going to France.
Ooh,
And she's not
très
taking me.
magnifique.
Maybe.
It's a
Maybe.
chick thing.
It's a, oh, what do you mean it's a femme
Well, it's her
thing?
and her mother and her mother's
Oh,
friend.
Your mom's so cute.
Where did you see your mom?
On Facebook.
You Facebook friends with her?
Yes, of course.
Did
Get
I-
on it.
Get on it. Why?
Will you friend me?
Oh, we're Instagram. Sorry, I knew it was
Are you on
something.
Facebook? Because good. Because I want all your information.
Cool.
He
I
has
wanna
he has
hack
an API app, whatever it is.
I
they
don't
call
even know. Honestly, not to get into that again, but it's like I don't know how they figure all that shit out. I mean, they do, but it's like when you go in to buy Sudafed and you have to sign for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I knew how to turn this into crack, I'd be like, that's a skill.
I know.
Like, take it and do something positive with it.
I mean, I feel like Facebook is scary.
Crystal
the
meth.
algorithms.
Is that what it is?
You know how you do a search? So I have a sick friend and I was searching for wheelchairs. And so now
not like an
I'm
insane
in my
friend.
writing office and there's wheelchairs popping up
Oh,
in my
yeah.
feed all the time. And I might feel like turning around to everybody. I'm like, I don't need a wheelchair.
Well, when
it.
we
My legs are fine.
this
legs
is
are
this
fine.
is a while ago. We had one computer in the house,
Uh-huh.
and we had a babysitter
Mm.
who was studying to be a nurse,
Right.
and she was put erectile dysfunction and all this other
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you can't do
All of a
erectile.
sudden,
Yeah,
no, but
that's
it
bad.
was a specific thing. All of a sudden, Thea turns on the computer. She's like, Paul.
Oh, she thought it was you.
She thought I was looking at porn,
I get erectile dysfunctions because I don't have a dick.
and I get
I'm just saying.
I get
They don't
mature
discern.
I get mature singles. I don't
Yeah,
get elite singles.
I get senior elite.
Senior elite.
Senior elite.
That's a niche.
I don't want to be in that niche.
No. How's dating? You dating?
I am.
Yeah?
I'm actually having
Ooh.
some success.
Oh.
Which is why I waxed my face today and
Really?
it broke out into hives.
You waxed
That's
your
why
face?
I'm keeping my face in profile right now. I waxed my face.
Why?
Oh,
Because I wanted it to be all smooth for my date tomorrow night, and now I'm like have hives all over my face. So I'm
wanted
really
you to
hoping.
think- I wanted you to think I was younger, so I got acne.
I'm really hoping this calms down by
You're
tomorrow.
amazing.
You look good. I didn't think.
Thank you. You can't see the giant red bumps all over my
Well, now
face.
that you point them out,
Yeah, that's why I'm staying in profile.
just look. Turn this way. She's got giant red bumps in her face.
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay,
Anyway,
so
back to the news. Oh, can I? Oh, you were going to talk about Russia because I was going to talk about. Do you know John Brennan?
oh yeah. Okay, this is good.
So, and I actually
John
met
Brennan.
him,
Did you really?
and
Cool. Well, explain who John Brennan is.
he's
'cause
the
people-
former director of the Central CIA.
right under
Well, he
Obama.
was under Bush,
Bush and
Obama.
Obama.
He stayed both. Bush, I think, appointed him.
Mhm.
Anyway, he was wonderful. So
Yeah.
it was a small group that met Obama and him after they killed Bin Laden,
Mhm.
which was a little weird. Like I was like, oh, you threw
You killed Bin Laden.
this
Let's have a
dictator
cocktail
in
party.
the ocean, yay! But I happened to be seated next to him at the little gathering we had, and I spoke to him for about an hour and
Did
a
you
half.
hear that?
That's
She's
awesome.
dropping names. Did you hear that name
I
drop?
did. I totally dropped a name.
That's
but
good,
no,
though. It's a
only
good name to
because
drop.
I really liked him, and then of course, he disappeared.
For
out of,
politics geeks like me.
yeah,
That's like saying I sat next to Ringo.
yeah. So
pretty
he
much.
disappeared, but then he's been in the news because he
Yeah.
said on CNN that he thinks that they have compromising information,
Yeah.
that Russia has compromising information against
He
Trump.
said it on
I mean, he's-
MSNBC
yeah,
too.
MSN
He's
NBC.
actually been saying it for a long time.
He has, but for some reason they were all over it.
Yeah.
And then he did this incredible tweet. Did you?
Oh, do the tweet. Yeah, I know.
He said, "When the full extent, this is to Trump directly, when the full extent of your venality, moral turpitude, and political corruption becomes known, you will take your rightful place as a disgraced demagogue in the dustbin of history. You may scapegoat Andy McCabe, but you will not destroy America. America will triumph over you."
Fake tweet.
Wow.
Fake tweet.
I love that.
No,
I
the
love
thing
that.
about Brennan that's interesting is
He knows a lot more words than Trump.
he
Yeah, you think?
Trump was like, somebody want to read this to me?
He used huge
He used
words.
demagogue.
Huge words.
He knows a lot more. He was the head of the CIA until 2017, really.
Yeah, he was.
So he was hip to the whole Russia thing.
Yep.
And he brought it to the attention of the Obama administration,
Right.
which I think the Obama administration and Obama letting Mitch McConnell quash the whole,
Yeah.
making it
No,
public.
he's definitely
I
accountable
think that's
too.
going to be. I think that's going to be a real thorn in their side in
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's no way that Trump is not owned by Russia.
Well,
There's just
and he
no
really
way.
dropped the ball. And it was really Putin's hate of Hillary
Yeah,
during the Obama administration that really started this whole thing.
Right.
it's like
with
I
the-
hate that chick. I'm going to own this country now.
Yeah, exactly.
And Trump let him do it. And when John Brennan says he has something on Trump,
Yeah.
he knows he has something.
yeah,
on Trump.
oh,
correct.
absolutely.
He's the ex-CIA director.
yeah,
And-
totally.
And you don't become the ex-CIA director and then not know anybody in the CIA.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So it's like,
oh, they know.
so that's why Trump is spinning out of control.
he really
And he
is.
fired, well, they said he
Couldn't
resigned,
happen to
but
a nicer asshole.
he fired John Dowd today.
Yeah.
His
No, John Dowd quit.
yeah.
He quit. You
Quit,
think?
fired.
No, but
Quit,
what's
fired.
upsetting about that though is that he was buddies with Mueller. So,
Well,
and I think that now he's going to get fired.
I don't know, but they're scrambling to get another attorney. They asked Theodore Olson, who is
Right.
he's a really a superstar attorney.
Nobody wants to do it.
and he said no.
Everybody's
So
saying no.
I mean, Celino and Barnes said no. That's what they're like. No, we're ambulance chasers, but no. But
Selena and Barnes.
injury attorney, call 1-888-888. Okay, you owe us money. Now.
It's a catchy tune though.
Wow.
So they're bringing back Mark Katzowitz.
Oh, that
God,
guy?
The
Yeah.
thug.
No,
Ugh.
well, basically, he was like a Queens foreclosure attorney.
Yeah.
And he was like a slumlord attorney
Oh my
who
god.
then, like Cohen, did a lot of the heavy, dirty lifting for Trump. So this is who this guy's
and
surrounding
isn't
him
Dershowitz like Dershowitz
No,
loves
Dershowitz-
Trump?
with. Dershowitz is out of his mind.
He's
There was
out
an
of his
interesting.
mind.
There was an interesting exchange on CNN. Jeffrey Toobin, who is a constitutional scholar,
Yeah, he's smart.
Alan Dershowitz was his professor.
Wow.
And he said on CNN to Dershowitz, "What happened to you?"
Ooh.
Because and Dershowitz was like, "I felt like I've been like this for 50 years." Like, no, you haven't been.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, he used
you
to
are
be cool.
ignoring the fact that everything in the norm of the rule of law is being violated.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean,
how
like,
could he not know that?
And like, how much deeper do you go?
yeah.
And I went through a whole long Twitter thread from someone who studies these things, who actually, both Toobin and this guy, Dershowitz was their professor.
Yeah, right.
wow.
And he went through and basically delineated really clearly on how many millions of points Dershowitz made that were just utterly wrong.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like utterly wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
not
he's
even close.
he's part of the disinformation.
yeah, he
Yeah.
really is.
And I know this is really okay. I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat. I admit it. But
Don't hurt yourself.
with
Soft.
with
Tinfoil.
the Mercer money and Cambridge Analytica
Uh-huh.
and all of the incredible lengths they went to steal people's information and to have this disinformation campaign.
I
Does
really don't like
anybody-
Hillary.
Does anybody really think that vote totals were not hacked?
Absolutely. I like that
I'm with
post
you on
you
that,
had.
Paul.
And
I'm
I've
sorry.
been saying that all along. And people look at me like I have 10 heads. I'm
Well,
like,
I'll
I
read
know
it.
it hasn't been
I'll read
proven
it.
yet.
It has
but
not been
I'm
proven.
Sure of it.
Of
I'll read what I
course.
I'm sure.
posted.
Yeah.
With what we now know about hacking with Mercer money and Russian intelligence, no one's going to convince me that the voting machines were not hacked
Absolutely.
and the vote totals not changed. A combined 77,000 votes in 3 states gave this clown the presidency.
Ugh.
That's not
Even
luck.
not even the machines or the tallies, even the voter rolls were hacked.
Yeah.
Right.
And people
You
registered
can just take
3
people
times.
on. So they go and they're like, "You
Yeah.
don't
It's
have
funny
my
'cause-
name? How come you not have my name? I
The-
voted here since I was 20."
The other night
You
in the special election, I love watching Steve Kornacki because he's such a geek, but he's so excited about this thing came in.
Yeah.
And on election night 2016, he literally said, they thought it was going to be an early night
Yeah.
because he said, in order for Trump to win the presidency, like a series of events would have to happen, and it's the
And they
equivalent
all
of
happened.
pulling it inside straight, and it's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And everybody's sort of looking and going, and I'm sorry, that's not legit.
It's not. And you know what's even more disturbing that nobody's talking about? Russia hacked our electric
Yeah.
grid. They
Oh,
can
yeah.
now turn off
Right.
our electricity.
Right.
They can turn off everything in our
Right.
country,
Mhm.
and no one is doing anything
Yeah.
about it,
Right.
which I find even more disturbing.
Well, then when the intelligence chiefs go to Capitol Hill and they're like, has the president, we've allocated all this money to fight this cybercrime.
yeah.
Has the president directed you to do anything? And they're like, no.
No.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
No.
We haven't touched the budget.
Oh yeah, no. We're it's vigorous. Has the president? No. Have you ever had a conversation with? No.
Unbelievable.
No, it's
So
done.
there's 2 people, and this is 2 people that he won't criticize: Putin and Stormy Daniels.
Oh, he's criticizing.
No, he
Stormy.
has not criticized
No,
her.
not really.
Oh.
Not once.
Really?
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to mention, by the way, as an aside,
That Stormy
I
Daniels?
am loving her tweets,
She's great.
Yeah.
and I'm
She's
not
very
using a
smart.
euphemism.
And she's not an attention seeker.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
You get that?
She's
a porn star
Yeah, she has
wanting
big
to-
tweets. I get it. She's
Oh
got
my
big
God,
tweets.
she's
Hey, I have to be a guy
Come
every
on,
once
Nelly,
in a while,
help
Mary.
me
Okay,
out.
okay. I don't get the whole guys. Don Jr. He's getting divorced,
Yeah, I heard.
or as I call him, Moron Don Jr.
yeah, more into
And his wife caught him with a porn star.
Yeah.
right.
So I don't get the whole porn star thing. It's like to me,
No, wait,
sleeping.
she was a singer, wasn't she?
no,
no, she was a porn
she
star.
was a porn star.
Yeah.
To
Uh-huh.
me, sleeping with a porn star is like buying a car from Avis, like after everybody's used it and just abused and smoked in it.
I just want to see her testify. She's like, yeah, no, he definitely, he definitely. Sorry, that was bad. Hey, speaking of which, when we come back, let's do sexual
I'm
predator
sorry.
of the week.
I'm sorry, you just gave me a chubby doing that.
I'll
No,
have
we're
a
gonna
cheese
do.
heavy.
We're doing sexual predator of the week already.
Yeah, because you know why? Trump is a
Oh,
big part of my sexual
That's
predator.
true.
of the
And then
week.
we'll talk about the march that's happening on Saturday.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
too.
All right. Okay. When we come back, sexual predator of the week. I wonder who it'll be. Welcome back to the Great American Shit Show.
It's too weird. You have to say it.
I'm Paul Reggio.
And I'm Marion Fontana.
yeah.
We've
we're
just been doing it
We're
for
stuck.
so long.
We're stuck. We got to
Ugh.
say it. Okay,
So-
it's sexual predator of the week.
Now, I
Da-da-da-da.
know you think it's Trump on the list, but I can't put him on the list because he'd win.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
So,
'cause-
so he's the sexual predator in chief.
Yeah.
yeah, he's like the
Period.
top of the pyramid of
What is
sexual
that,
Top
S-
of the heap.
Yeah.
SP.
King of the bimbos.
But you know what's exciting
I see.
about him being a sexual predator this week is that Summer Zervos.
Ah, yes.
She has so she was a contestant in The Apprentice.
Mhm.
She has a defamation suit against Trump for sexually harassing her during the Apprentice, and she got paid, and so the statute of limitations ran out, so she can't sue him for that.
Mhm.
But they found a way that he could be sued for defamation because he's
Defamation,
basically
right.
been
Because he called them liars.
called,
Right.
calling them all liars.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So he opened that shit up himself.
and they're saying that this actually worked. Like the Stormy Daniels one is not, I mean, it's Stormy, Summer, Hurricane, Harry, Nor'easter, Big Boobies. Like, what's next? I don't know. But it's
So
just
you should be thinking of porn names and not
Blizzard Butt. How about that? Blizzard Butt. Anyway. And
She's a little slushy.
right. And then there's Karen
Slushy Daniels?
McDougal. Now there's a new one, Karen McDougal.
Oh, the Playboy Bunny.
who she's not a Playboy bunny. I don't know what she does, but she had a consensual affair with.
Yeah,
No, she's Playboy.
Oh, she's beautiful,
another
too.
one. Oh Jesus!
I don't know why somebody that beautiful would. I mean, I get the porn star because it's like whatever. It's just another whatever. But that McDougal woman is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Someone
All
has
right,
a
Jesus. I feel like I'm
crush.
at a keg party, Nelly. You have to help
What
me.
is that wrong?
They're
Is
talking
that
about
bad?
big tits and
No, I don't
hot
like. I
broads.
don't like. No, all right, whatever.
Sexual
I'm
predator. of the
lonely.
week.
What can I tell you? You're on Bumble. I just stay home.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
Oh no, they're all very pretty. They are. And you know, people are accusing them of trying to profiting. They are. Well, whatever.
Glenn and I are having such a 12-year-old moment.
I know.
I wanted to say better choices. Oh, I'm not going to say it.
You know we're on the
Well,
sexual
he
predator of
did
the
that.
week segment,
You know
boys,
what?
right? You do
Trump
know
did that. He was like, "You see these women that are accusing me? I mean, they're not exactly kind of women that would be with me."
I
Oh, he
know.
did say
Oh,
that.
yeah,
right.
he did.
He's such
So
a,
he is. Oh,
ugh.
he's
A while back.
He's
Yeah.
a
I was
dick.
like in the campaign.
Well, they
Sorry.
also were saying that, you know, the letters that they had to sign, the
oh, the
non-disclosure,
non-disclosure.
Yeah.
agreement.
they were form letters. He did this so many times.
Yeah.
There's
Everybody in
probably
the White House
hundreds
had to
of
sign one.
right.
Unbelievable.
But
They're
in
not-
terms of women, excuse me, there's like it's a form letter.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
that-
may be why he never even signed his because
Right.
it just
well,
slipped
that's
through the
what
cracks.
Stormy Daniels
so
is
to
saying.
speak.
It wasn't. He didn't sign. Oh, you are. Oh God, really? When I'm the grown up in the room, it's really
It's
scary.
bad,
It's
it's
bad.
bad.
All right, first
All right.
contestant.
Okay, here's the contestant. First one.
I'm sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Michael Farrow.
It's tickling my throat.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, we're not stopping now.
Oh my God. Michael Farrow, who is Tronc chairman, on Monday announced his retirement from the newspaper hours before a report surfaced that claimed 2 women accused him of inappropriate behavior.
What news? Who is he?
Tronc? It's
Trunk?
yeah, it's a pretty well-known paper.
It's a newspaper? How do I not
What?
know that?
TRONC.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, you can
I
Google
read
it.
everything.
The women executives who had business dealings with Farrow in 2013 and 2016 before he worked at Tronc claimed they were victims of unwanted advances, according to Fortune, which published a story of their accounts. One woman claims Farrow tried to forcibly kiss her in September 2013 at a corporate apartment in downtown Chicago. They had met because Farrow agreed to invest $750,000 in her digital company. I guess
Oh,
it's a
I'd
digital
forcibly
company.
kiss
It's
her.
a digital news company.
Oh, so he agreed to invest that much dough?
Yeah,
And then he tried to kiss her?
the nerve.
The nerve.
So then there's John Bailey, the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts
Oh,
and Sciences.
really?
Yeah. And he's under
Wow.
investigation for allegations of sexual harassment. The Academy received 3 harassment claims on Wednesday and immediately opened a probe, according to sources familiar with. Oh my God. I can't even say probe.
My
without
throat
you
tickles,
giggling.
open a probe,
I totally missed that. one.
cracking the door. I
Ah,
mean,
Glenn's asleep. He doesn't even know.
No, I was focusing on what you were saying, and I totally missed your comment.
I'm totally in. I'm in adolescentville.
You really are. I live there, so it's perfect. And then we have, you probably heard about famed
Somebody else opening a
architect
probe.
Richard Meyer.
Yes.
So
I did.
Richard, I live next to the Richard Meyer building in Grand Army Plaza.
Really?
And it's a big
Oh,
glass
did you hear that name
monstrous. I'm not name dropping. I live next door. I'm not even in there.
Kidding.
So he stepped away from his firm he founded after 4 female employees and a 5th woman accused him of sexual harassment, according to a report. The award-winning Meyer, who's 83, is
No.
accused of exposing himself to 2 women in his apartment, pouncing on a third woman after
Whoa.
throwing her on his bed,
Whoa.
propositioning a fourth woman for nude photos, and groping a fifth woman at a party. The New York
That
Times
is a pretty
reported.
perky 83-year-old.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think it all
Someone's a
happened
little
this
randy.
year. This has been over his career.
I
you
mean,
two.
pouncing, you could break a hip.
Pouncing
At
is
that-
great. What a great word.
Pouncing. I'm like, I know that would be
Oh, and
funny
then-
when you
then there's,
testify.
James-
He pounced me.
Then there's James Lapine who got
Oh, that was he was on our list last week.
what? Oh, that was
Or
like
last time.
last time.
Last whenever we were.
Yeah.
No, I have one more as Dr.
She always does 4.
I do 4.
You know what? I think you have like a round number OCD. Like
no,
not-
I think it's scary that I can come up with 4
Yeah,
predators
every week, that's true.
She
I
doesn't like
thought-
And they're
prime.
not Trump.
It's that she doesn't like prime numbers.
No,
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
it's kind of scary because I thought, oh, this is a segment I'll do for a couple weeks.
No, I know.
No, and it
We've been
just keeps
doing this
going on.
for almost 9 months.
Yeah, and we're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah. So it's Dr. Riccardo Cruciani, a neurologist who admitted groping women at a Philadelphia clinic, was charged with sexually molesting patients in New Jersey, the third state to accuse him of using his position as a prominent pain doctor to victimize women under his care.
Oh, women in pain?
Yes. The Mercer County grand jury indicted on multiple counts of sexual assault and criminal sexual contact. The indictment, which was returned last week and made public on Thursday, alleged that he used force or coercion to have patients perform oral sex on him and touch his genitals, and that he penetrated them with his fingers.
Oh.
Ew.
No instance of
It's
him
like I
drugging
came in
them
here
or
for a
anything.
sore throat. Why are you doing that?
My
Nice.
neck hurts. Okay, blow me. It loosens up your spinal cord.
Oh my God, we're so wrong. Okay, so
that's my
wanna
lead.
vote?
I think
kids?
I'm going to go with him
Yeah,
too.
that guy's definitely.
yeah, the
doctor.
neurologist.
I was gonna go-
Nelly.
The previous one was
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, this is
The
unanimous.
pouncer
the
was
Meyer,
bad.
the Meyer.
Pouncer was bad, but at 80, how much pound? First of all, you're 83 and you
He
expose
didn't
yourself.
do them all when he was 83.
Oh,
he
but-
did them throughout his career.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
It's like
It's not
80.
like he took
Still,
a
he-
Viagra, went to a party, and like
You
abused
never know.
4 women.
He's got
pretty
crazy
bad.
hair too.
all at one pounced.
He's got crazy hair too.
He does have crazy hair. He looks a little like the guy at the retreat I was at.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the cult guy.
Yeah.
Did he pounce ever?
I think he would have had I offered to.
Is he having another retreat at Ruby Ridge?
No, because I didn't make it past the first round.
You didn't? Oh, it was like a.
It was like a
American-
elimination.
Oh,
You
is
got
that 'cause you wrote
eliminated?
too many books?
It's because I sold too many copies. I
So
only
you got
wrote
voted
one.
off the island.
I
You
got voted off the
mountain?
island. I did.
Wow.
For
It
being
was-
a professional.
It was kind of embarrassing, though. I didn't like
That's
it.
really that.
Then,
Okay,
he,
they don't
then he
deserve.
showed us a cheesy video of his idea because been doing
So he's
this.
pitching a show.
He's totally pitching a show. I was like,
Ew.
Ugh, I know. It's
A little
kinda-
manipulative.
We
Very
should-
manipulative.
We should. Okay, so there are so many people that are running successful scams.
Yeah.
What can we do?
I don't know, but I got $3 million from Nigeria yesterday.
I think your
Did you
son.
really?
I think your son has some ideas.
Do you really? Okay. good.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Ben.
What do
Me
you
and
want,
Ben? We'll
Ben?
make a lot of money together.
Okay, he has a list.
He's got a list.
He's got a list of scams.
We'll discuss it later.
Well, listen, you got hacked. I got hacked. My
Yeah.
credit card was hacked while I was away.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Hmm.
"Did you order 12 Domino's pizzas?" I'm like, "I'm on the top of a mountain in Vermont." No.
I haven't ordered 12 Domino pizzas in my life.
I know, and that's what they said.
combined.
How do we know it's not you? And I'm like, because I live in New York City, I would never
Right.
order a Domino's
Right.
pizza.
That's all the proof you need.
That's
Yeah.
all you prove. And she did
Although-
say, "Okay, yeah, I get that."
Yeah,
I'm
makes
shocked. I live in Astoria, and there really are good pizzerias around. I'm shocked at the amount of Domino's pizza boxes I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
I
like
don't
Domino's.
understand.
I'm really gonna start. I'm gonna be the Domino's smacking guy.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna just smack people
Honestly, I don't even understand why.
because they give you a new pizza if you drop it anyway.
Because I think they put like at the commercials, they're like, we have 50% more cheese in the crust on the outside, underneath.
Yeah,
You know, it's
it's a
like, where else
cheese-
are you
it's a-
putting cheese on this thing?
Wow.
It's a pizza and it's a pretzel.
Yeah,
Right.
No, I just want a fucking pizza.
exactly.
Right.
But that's why they're
You know,
popular.
I'm screaming a lot today.
You are. You're very
Yeah.
tense.
I'm wound
What's
right-
going
Yeah.
on?
Oh, I got divorced.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a really good excuse
It's a
Yeah.
to
great
be
excuse.
cranky.
or happy.
No, yeah, I'm neither. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh,
It's weird.
I'm sorry.
It's just like it's the opposite of getting married.
Yeah. Well, it is.
I now pronounce you separated and not till death do you part.
Oh,
Mm.
it's you know what? 50% of the population.
Mm.
My friend from Hawaii, she did an unvow.
Really?
Yeah,
So
and
you got that's like a commitment.
It was kind of cool. She
an
said
uncommitment ceremony.
she had an
That's
uncommitment
brilliant.
ceremony, and
That's what we'll do.
and she
Yeah.
just said, I promise to,
She won't show up.
to be there together for the kids and to not be mean to each other. And I thought it was kind of cool.
Wow.
Actually,
Really?
That's so
Yeah.
mature.
It is very mature.
I would
Whether they
never-
can
That doesn't
actually,
happen
I would
very
never
often.
take
that
that
would not
vow.
happen with you.
I promise to
punch
send
you
you
in the face.
snarky emails
Yeah, exactly.
and belittle you as often as possible.
See, this is my thing with dating is,
My son's shaking his head.
every
Wait, do you realize how much more therapy we're gonna have to
yeah,
give her?
keep talking. He's not fucked up enough. No, I'm just kidding, Ben. I love you.
Wow! Oh, we just went all in on Ben.
I love Ben.
I know he
He's
loves
He knows
Ben.
I love him.
He is. He's smiling.
He's
Yeah.
smiling. No, but this is the thing
Ben,
about
put the
dating.
dagger down. Put the dagger down.
Go get an avocado. This is the thing about dating. You have to hear people's divorce stories.
Oh
Which-
yeah. Oh yeah. Because when you date at our age, forget it.
Yeah.
You come with a whole set of luggage, including the hat box.
Yeah, exactly. You got a lot. And I don't have that. I mean, I have baggage, but I lost my husband.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's a little awkward because I've been listening to literally, I've probably been on 150 dates where I've heard the divorce story.
And you know what?
And they're
I
never
guarantee-
pretty.
How many?
They're
How
never
many people
pretty.
that get divorced say, it would just have been easier if they died?
A lot of them say
Yeah,
that.
it is.
Well, and it's
Wow.
also how I gauge whether I'll go on a second date with them. Because if they're still really
Is that a yes
charged,
or? Oh yeah.
I don't feel
then
that
they're
way
like,
about
that bitch, and I'm still paying her alimony. And I'm like, okay, we're not going on a
Yeah,
second date. You're not
okay.
done.
I don't want dessert. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't have those feelings
No,
about my divorce.
I'm not bitter.
Yeah, no, actually, most of the guys are not. If you're done emotionally and you've severed the cord, you're good.
All right, can we stop talking about?
I'm sorry, you brought it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Paul.
Hang in there, man.
I think it's cocktail
Breathe.
time.
Breathe.
No,
do you
it's
need
not
the paper
cocktail time.
bag?
When we come back, we have to talk about the march on Saturday.
Did we
Oh, yeah.
finish our vote?
Yes.
Yeah, it was unanimous.
was
the
pretty
doctor, the
unanimous.
He's
neurologist.
really not
won.
in it.
He's
Nellie
not
didn't get
paying
to
He's
weigh
not
in.
in the game.
You know
She
what?
did.
Oh, you did?
They
I missed
both
it.
did.
I'm so self-absorbed.
Where
You
are
really
you?
Jeepers.
Where'd you go, Glenn? And
He
can
just
I
said
come with you?
jeepers.
He said jeepers.
No one
Is
in New
there
York.
a nerdier word? Oh gosh darn! I wasn't
gee
paying attention.
willikers.
Gosh, gee
On,
willikers.
on Twitter, I try not to swear.
Yeah.
So I do things like Jeebus or good grief.
Oh,
Because
God.
almost every time
That's
I
why you
swear,
have
I'm
4
so,
followers.
that.
I'm
Fuck
so
that.
angry. I got shut down on Twitter again yesterday.
Because you said, for
I
cursing?
said fuck and shit to
Oh.
it wasn't Nunes, it was
Ooh.
some senator or congressperson.
I literally tell Trump to go fuck himself every day. Nobody cares.
No, there's no
I
filter
get
on
more
him.
followers.
You can do that with Trump.
Oh, was that right?
But there's
Why-
a whole
wait, why
there's a
can't
whole
you
bunch
say
of them where the
fuck-
moment the word shit or fuck is in your tweet, boom, you're down.
Really?
Yeah, it's down for 2 hours.
Is that like an automatic thing?
They must have something that triggers it
Oh,
automatically.
see,
Like you
this
have
is
a
why I
fucking
don't
shit
tweet.
Because it happened
thing?
like instantly.
See, this is why I don't tweet, because I would be cut off every 2 seconds.
No, you know
No,
what?
it's
I
kinda
have
fun.
to say, I have like almost 10,000 followers now.
No.
No.
I'm dropping. But
No,
we're dropping.
no.
So much better than John
I
Brennan.
have like
Honestly,
4.
and I curse all the time.
Yes, you do.
and
And I love that about you.
Yeah.
it's just who
You're
I am.
fucking awesome.
It's
Paul.
just who I fucking am.
He's fucking awesome as
He's
fuck.
fucking
And-
up.
and
Hashtag
you-
fuck yeah.
And you are my co-host, bitch.
Yeah.
We're bitching co-hosts,
That's
motherfucker.
Right. Hashtag fuck you very much.
I'm sort of like the Samuel L. Jackson of this show. All right, when we come back, actually, we're going to talk about
The march.
not just the march, but Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Oh.
When we come back.
Okay. Welcome back to the Great American Shit Show. I'm Marion Fontana.
And I'm Paul Reggio. We should say she is Marion Fontana.
And I'm not.
Okay, so when we broke, Marion realized that you know how something becomes like, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
And I said, when I come back, Marjorie's done up. I'm talking about the person.
Right.
Not
I
the
said he
incident.
sounded excited. I'm
So
like,
she scolded me
Yeah.
because now that I'm not married anymore, she figured
That's
she'd
my
take that
job.
spot.
Yeah, I took it over. That was
no.
part of the agreement.
No, I think it's really interesting because most of the schools, really in the country, but certainly in that part of Florida, are named like, Clearwater Creek School
Right,
and
yeah.
this. Well, they named the school after Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. And today in the Washington Post, and I'm going to read a little bit about it because it was fascinating. And this is an article by Jessica Contera. Douglas had a reputation for relentlessly challenging politicians and powerful political interests, even on issues that seemed like lost causes at the time, a description that almost eerily parallels the efforts of the teenagers leading the charge today.
Jeez.
At 25, she got a job at the Miami Herald, a newspaper her father founded. As a young woman in 1915, she was expected to write about parties, gossip, and subjects as diverse as flowers and sunsets and tree planting, wrote her biographer, Jack Davis. On her third day, she did a story about the women's suffrage movement.
Wow.
She wrote whatever the hell she wanted to write about, Davis said. She turned out to write rantings against the KKK, shaming her readers for not knowing that Florida was still running a slavery-like convict leasing program and demanding the creation of a public welfare office for the protection of children. Now, her best-known crusade
Everglades, right?
was what?
Saving the Everglades.
Yes.
Yes.
Saving the Florida wetlands that
about it.
politicians wanted to drain and develop.
Mm-hmm.
The fight to stop the draining of the wetlands, much like the fight for gun control, had been going on for decades.
Yeah.
Douglas's own father had advocated to save them in the early 1900s, but the titans of sugar industry and the rapid development of South Florida were powerful forces. The idea that this tiny old woman, bedecked in a straw hat and
Yeah.
pearls, might win such a fight was laughable.
Right.
She wrote letters, met with influential community members, and gave impassioned speeches at public hearings. And eventually, she won. Requests for additional drainage permits were turned down, and Everglades restoration projects were funded. Be a nuisance where it counts, but don't be a bore at any time, Douglas once wrote. Be depressed, discouraged, and disappointed at failures and the disheartening effects of ignorance, greed, corruption, and bad politics, but never give up.
Mm.
I bet my soul that Mrs. Douglas would not only approve, but applaud of what these kids are doing,
Absolutely.
said the last journalist to interview Douglas before she died in 1998 at the age of 108.
Woo. Yeah, I read about her.
So
And it's so wild because all the photographs of her are when she was like 105.
really old, right?
And I was
And her
like,
glasses were like
yeah,
this,
her
like- right.
glasses, like you could, but she was actually kind of a beautiful woman when she
Yeah.
was younger. Because I did get a little obsessed with her after the shooting, and I found that out because I recognized the name because I had gone to a museum in the Everglades. I read about her, and I didn't put it together that that's what the school was
Isn't
named
that
after.
funny? Yeah.
And so I knew she saved the Everglades. I heard she was an incredible woman. Somebody should do a documentary about her.
You know, the thing that really is interesting about this is
Yeah.
the way her activism
Yeah.
is crossing over with these kids, because these kids are amazing.
It is
I mean,
it's
I
really
have to
amazing.
say,
Blown away by
they've
it.
sort of broken up into teams. They're all over the country and
Right.
still doing their schoolwork.
Yes.
by the way.
And planning a march.
Right.
And planning that. Well, there's a lot of other people and now
No,
organizations.
there are, but
the March
still.
for Women they're a big
helping
part
out.
of helping out.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be a single adult speaker.
Wow.
They didn't invite any celebrities to speak. They're
So
going to
cool.
speak themselves.
That's
So
It's all
really
going to be
cool.
students.
That's
that.
So the Saturday March for Our Lives, if you can't get to DC, which they're expecting 500,000 people,
I love
I
it.
think there's going to be more. But there are marches planned in 837 other cities in America
Yeah.
and most parts of the world.
Wow.
So if you want to find a march and you're not in DC, go to marchforourlives.com and you can find
Right.
anywhere. And I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And I feel a little weird about it because I'm not a kid.
No, but we're going to support them.
I don't know.
You act like a kid.
Well, that's
So that's perfect.
emotionally, I'm a child. Can I
Exactly.
march?
No,
I mean,
it's
you,
to support
you
them.
and
No,
Glenn
I-
during the sexual
support-
predator segment.
I
To
really-
support and protect them.
yeah,
And the
absolutely.
thing is, I really
Kind
feel
of.
like I'm going to follow you.
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
really into that because these kids are amazing. I mean, it was so fucked up. This one guy running for office who since dropped out called
Leslie from Maine. The guy
called
from Maine. He
Emma
called her a
Gonzalez,
skin-headed
skin-headed
lesbian.
lesbian.
Yep.
And it's like, come on.
No, but I love that he had dropped out because it was
Yeah.
such a backlash.
But you know what? Those kids, they were on Rachel Maddow last night, and they
Yeah.
said, anytime we get something like that, we answer it with humor.
Right.
We
Ah,
don't lash out.
Right.
We try to be funny about it.
Right.
Can you imagine?
I just, it's like
That's what we're
they're-
doing with our show.
It's
That's
like,
right.
But it's like they just were camera ready.
yeah.
They're ready for this moment.
Yeah.
And when Obama said, you're the change, be the change, these kids are the change.
Yes.
I'm so impressed by them.
Yes.
Yeah, they really are.
So
Agreed.
I think there's going to be a lot more people marching than anybody thinks.
Absolutely.
There's
You know what's sad about them though? They can't drink. I'm leading into our drink
legally
segment.
they can't drink.
Right, and I'm leading into our
Wink,
drink
wink,
segment.
wink.
All right, it
This
wasn't
Marion
my
Soul is a
smoothest.
fucking train wreck.
Ben
There's him
liked
Yeah,
it.
Ben liked yeah. Because
I
you
love
mentioned
Ben.
drink.
I know. No,
he
he
doesn't
thinks
drink.
I'm funny. I think he should follow me around because I
Yeah,
love
he
him.
is a good audience.
He's
for
a
you.
good audience. I love it.
You're like it's like the old Morning Amsterdam thing.
Yeah.
Shoehorn, and they laughed.
My
So-
sister and I call him laugh whores. Like all of our friends are laugh whores for us.
Oh,
They-
really?
Yeah, they just laugh at everything we say and we love it.
And it was your sister's birthday.
Yes, on Sunday.
Happy birthday, Leah.
Happy birthday.
I won't mention
Leah.
your age. You're younger than me anyway. So. Old enough to have hair on your face.
Oh yeah.
Did she get her face waxed?
No, because she had chemo. She didn't have to.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
That's
She's
the
having
only
chemo.
good thing about chemo.
Wah, wah.
There's no good thing.
No, it is a good thing about chemo.
Now,
when-
Marion, that's
I'm
taking
sorry,
that's
it's
looking on
true.
that's taking looking on the brighter side a little too far. That's
No,
like anybody
listen, I
could be
have, like-
president. We really don't mean that anymore.
No,
Right,
I have like
stop.
literally have like 12 girlfriends who have gone through chemo in the last couple of years.
What are you, a carrier?
I feel like it. I feel like
You're
I
like-
live in cancer
Great.
land.
Marion is a walking Chernobyl.
Right.
No, but if I was going to catch something, I would want to catch that hair loss part.
God forbid, listen to
Oh.
you.
Oh, I'm just saying. I've developed a dark
Not even
cancer
joking.
humor. Let me tell you, I joked all the time when I had cancer.
She did. She had cancer.
And it's a tough crowd.
What did the woman say that
they
when
don't
you
like
said-
to laugh?
What did your oncologist say when you said, "What if I don't take this pill"?
Well, then you'll die. Because I wanted to take. It was horrible. That was a horrible.
That's what happens when you go to one oncologist
That was Paula
in New York.
Klein. Paula Klein. And every time I saw her, I go, "Hey, Paula, how you doing?" She says, "How do you think I am? I work in a cancer center." That's how she answered me every time. And they just don't laugh at any of my jokes, and I make some good ones.
Oh, you're very funny.
Well, thank you.
We
And I'm-
started this show because Marion and I would have lunch like once a month.
yeah.
And just be
Cackling away,
hysterical
yeah.
the entire time. We were like,
True.
let's inflict ourselves on everyone.
Right, exactly. But that's the thing. People either get you or they don't. And
They
it's
don't.
really hard when somebody doesn't have a.
Yeah.
Like there's this woman, Rosa, who does the mammograms,
Mhm.
and they're like horrible. You're like, your tit
Yeah.
is like being squished
My,
in ways
my
it
niece
should
does
not.
that. Yeah.
And so my joke is always like, she's like, "How you doing?" I said, "I think it's still on there."
Yeah, right.
As I'm walking
Do
out
you do the
door,
same joke every time?
Pretty
just
much.
Hoping,
That's awesome.
like I change it a little.
She's
or
done the same joke
I
here
try-
3
no,
times.
I changed my jokes. Like last time, I said, "Ooh, I get stickers on my nipple for this."
Oh,
Because they
that's
put
cute.
stickers. Yeah,
Do they
I
really?
always- you get little stickers around your
Like,
nipple.
like I voted?
Like
I-
a gold-
Yeah,
like a gold
exactly.
star?
It's
Oh.
like exactly. So, but
Who gets
yeah,
that job?
I don't know.
Can I be the sticker guy?
It's always
No,
women.
actually,
It's always women. And you know, my other joke is like, if guys had to do this, it would have been
Yeah,
made
men.
out of
Oh, yeah.
cotton
Yeah,
100
sure.
years ago.
No, man.
But,
No,
yeah.
forget men.
But-
Okay. So,
All right, what are you making?
Speaking of my-
speaking of cotton and cock, what drink are you making us to?
Marion, look at me. I'm literally falling
Now,
apart.
see, I'd be bumped off of Twitter right now. That was what
Famous
happened.
lines by Marion. Speaking of cotton and cock.
What are we drinking?
I'm sorry.
Talk about
I-
a swizzle stick. Okay.
I am sorry. I had a busy day. We had the snow day. I
every
literally
week.
don't know.
Can't
I'm
you
gonna figure
just
it out
lie?
in break.
You just
Okay.
lie.
What do you
Say I have a
got?
big surprise for you when we come back.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that every
Okay,
time.
do it
All right,
now.
okay,
Do
okay.
it now.
Okay, cut. What are you
What are you making? Yeah.
I have a big surprise for us.
Okay.
You'll find
Ooh,
out.
I love
Ooh,
surprises.
When we come back,
Glenn's gonna have a surprise.
Glenn's cocktail.
Glenn's cocktail. Welcome back to the Great American Shit Show. I'm Paul Reggio.
And I'm Marion Fontana.
And I'm Glenn.
And he's just Glenn.
Just
it's like
Glenn.
Cher.
It's like
Um,
Madonna.
it's Madonna. So, Glenn, what's our surprise?
Well, the surprise is because
he tried that. He figured it out.
I don't have shit in my bar. That's the surprise.
The surprise is Nate drank everything.
No, I was going to
No, I
do something
picked
with this creme de cacao, which I really like, by Tempus Fugit.
Cacao.
And the
I
cork
thought it
is
was
all
cream de
messed
cocoa.
up. There's a giant hole in the cork,
Oh, wow.
and I think all the alcohol escaped out of it. or
Serious? Let me
something.
see that.
Yeah.
All right,
Why
wait.
is
Can
there a
we
hole
just
in the
make a
cork?
drink? We're really
Yeah,
going to
no.
examine bottles right now. What are you making today?
I am going to do
a shame.
a
This looks
simple
expensive.
Manhattan. What's that?
This looks like
yeah.
not a cheap.
Yeah.
Alright.
A simple Manhattan, but with an Amaro called Nardini.
Nardini
And
Amaro.
it's kind of like a Fernet Branca light. I
I have no idea.
think. Yeah, I know you don't know.
These are the gay Italian men
Oh, okay.
that he's listing. Go ahead.
I'm putting into Bruno Mali and
Light.
So, and it will be with bourbon.
Okay.
okay, bourbon I got.
I actually love Manhattan.
You know they're going to be putting a tariff on bourbon from Kentucky
Yes.
because
What?
Retaliatory.
retaliatory.
Not for me.
Oh yes, for you
For
especially.
all of us.
Oh man.
Because of the the tariff thing.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
missed
the
the
tariff.
tariff.
No, he took the steel tariff. He put tariffs on China
Yes.
for like 400 things. Nobody knows what it is yet. Hopefully,
Right.
it's all the shit that comes in the dollar store truck.
Right.
Yeah.
But he
Oh, I
took
like that
off
stuff.
the steel tariffs for all of the EU, Canada, and Mexico. So basically, it's like South Korea gets fucked with the steel. It's like
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
ridiculous.
He's so.
Right.
It's like
And-
all right, steel
Doesn't he
tariffs for
have all
everybody.
his
And the
ties
stock
made
market's
there?
plunged today.
Yeah.
Steel tariffs for everybody
700
except
points.
for you and you.
But and he has all his
700
ties and
points.
hats made in China. So he's
Yeah,
he's
right.
screwing himself
So
basically.
now you're gonna have to pay more than $45 for that 45.
I have to stay this way because of my rash. So
You're just a little Phantom of the Opera kind of thing.
I'm doing a fan of the. Hi, what are you making over there, Glenn?
Marion says here.
Right.
I can't look.
This is
All right, how many
our
shots?
Manhattan that I'm making.
What is he doing?
He's
over
making
there?
a Manhattan with Bruno Mali instead of with
so good,
Mario Andretti. He's putting in Mario Andretti now.
really fast.
This is the Nardini,
Nardini.
that I mentioned
Now
before.
what is that?
Great guy.
That's in
it's an
place of
Amaro.
what?
Well, it would be in place of a vermouth.
Because
That's
the
normally
Manhattan
what's
is
in a
bourbon and
Manhattan,
vermouth.
yes. Bourbon
I love
vermouth and a
Manhattans.
bitters.
I do
Little
drink
cherry?
Manhattans.
Yes.
And
So
bitters.
I'm doing this instead, and this particular Amaro, it's not like a super sweet Amaro. It's more of like a bitter, complex, a little bit of mint.
Like me.
Us.
Like,
yeah, I was just gonna say.
exactly.
Bitter and
So-
complex.
That's what this is.
Yes.
So I did 4 jiggers of the bourbon. I'm doing like
Ooh, that's a lot of jiggers.
A lot of jiggers. You
a
going
little
to
better than a half on the Nardini, which I just did, and then I'm going to do some orange bitters to top it off.
Orange bitters?
Orange bitters, Scrappies.
Oh, do you know the place that we want to move the studio to? They have a place that makes bitters. Glenn, like his head exploded. Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it from the Gowanus Canal?
Probably.
Oh, that would be bitter.
And toxic.
It's the Love Canal.
I know. I have a love-hate thing with Brooklyn because
I have a love-hate thing with basically my whole life.
Yeah. No, but I love
I wake up and I
Brooklyn.
go, oh, it's me again.
I love
Okay.
Brooklyn, but there's those kind of things where,
Oh, yeah.
they've got like the Gowanus bitters and
Oh, yeah, no.
bacon-flavored gin. And you know what I mean? It's just annoying.
Bacon flavored's done.
Bacon flavor's annoying.
Glenn, don't make anything with bacon
We're not
flavor.
paying
Okay.
attention. You just make
Well,
our
he's
drink.
pouring.
Okay.
He did Amaro.
Yeah, I did the basic ingredients.
4 jiggers of
a nice-
really good bullet bourbon. That's really good bourbon.
Right.
It's a
And
nice
he
quick
put in a
cocktail.
little bitters of something that we didn't pay attention to.
No, because
that
we were
was a
talking.
we were
Scrappies.
busy beating
No,
each
I
other.
mean, I
Orange
can't look.
bitters. You
That's
guys
why.
asked.
She can't.
I can't turn my head to the side.
Marion.
Ooh, that
Yeah?
looks nice.
Yours
Ooh.
to sip, which will be mine.
Oh wait, I should wait.
No.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see how it came out. It's going to be strong.
I love
that's
Manhattans.
delicious.
I love it.
Good bourbon.
Good bourbon.
Very, very nice. Well, cheers, everyone. What are we naming this? The Cotton Cock something?
What was that?
Cotton cock.
Cotton Cock.
Cotton cock.
We're the Cotton Cock. You know what? That sounds
Cock
like
is
an
short
old
for
English
cocktail.
name.
It's a cotton cock.
It's a Cotton Cock.
It's short for cocktail.
It's
Cotton
mold,
cock.
and it's been prepared for 400 years on the countryside of London.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Have a good one.